If you're currently running YouTube ads, or you're even thinking about running YouTube ads at some point in the future, you're going to want to pay careful attention to this video, because in it, I'm going to reveal one of the single most effective ways to immediately increase your advertising results and help you save a ton of time, money, and wasted energy by doing things wrong. Hey there, Adam Erhart here, marketing strategist, and welcome to the channel, the #1 place for entrepreneurs to learn proven marketing strategies to grow your business online. Over my last 10 years in the marketing space, I've done pretty much every kind of online advertising available. I've done Facebook ads, I've used Instagram ads, I've done Google ads, and I've used YouTube ads, all of which incredibly profitably. And while all of these advertising platforms are incredibly effective and they still work today, right now, whether we're talking about Facebook ads or Instagram ads or Google ads. And yet, with YouTube ads, there's one specific thing that most people aren't using to their full advantage, which means they're leaving money on the table and they're not really getting the best results possible from their YouTube advertising. Now, one thing is, drumroll please, a complementary organic strategy. Now, when we're talking about having an organic strategy, what we're talking about is a non-paid approach that complements our paid approach. Essentially, when in the context of YouTube, we're talking about having an organic YouTube channel, essentially just a normal YouTube channel that works in conjunction with your YouTube advertising. Now, when it comes to the other advertising platforms like Facebook or Instagram or Google, these secondary or complementary organic strategies not really required. In fact, it could be argued they're not even beneficial. Let's take a look at Facebook, for example. No secret that Facebook organic reach, essentially the regular posting you do on your business page, even your personal page to an extent, well, no secret there that the organic reach has been completely diminished. In fact, it's probably completely demolished. Meaning that if you post something on your business page, only a fraction of your fans or of your engaged page followers are even going to see it. This is why when it comes to running a Facebook marketing campaign, my advice is pretty much just to stick to Facebook advertising. There is a little bit you can do on your personal Facebook page, but that's another story for another day. And then, of course, when it comes to Google ads, well, there really is no complementary organic platform you could have, I guess, other than website. I guess you could put comments on the website. Still, blog comments, kind of dead. Anyway, contrast that with YouTube, where this is one of the single best channels to run not only paid advertising through YouTube ads, but to complement it with an organic YouTube strategy, essentially creating videos just like this one on your channel. And here's why. First of all, it's probably unsurprising that YouTube video ads are YouTube videos, meaning the better that you can be on video, the more practice that you can get, the better that you can understand the YouTube sort of culture and tone and style and atmosphere on the platform, the better your ads are going to perform. This is one of the biggest reasons that video ads on platforms like Facebook or Instagram or anything like that fail. Really, it's just because the video is not very good. And that's hard for me to say, especially as a loving and supportive marketing consultant who really wants you to succeed. It's hard for me to tell you that maybe the video ad that you're creating just isn't that good of a video. And the answer isn't the offer, it's not the copy, it's not even the landing page that it's going to. It's just the video. So how do you make better videos? Well, I've got a ton of videos on my channel on just that topic. But the takeaway point is that practice really does make perfect. And the more time that you can spend on camera making videos, the better your videos are going to get. This is why if you want to create better, more effective YouTube video advertising campaigns, it's really important to create better YouTube videos. When you do this, when you spend some time on the YouTube platform, you engage with your commenters, you make content people want to see, you learn what keeps people's attention, what makes them bounce, what makes them click, what gets them to really love the content you're producing, well, obviously, and like I've just said, the better your ads are going to be. This, of course, is important with an organic strategy because obviously you want to do the best that you can, but it's even more important when you have a paid YouTube advertising strategy because here you're actually paying money for people to watch your videos. So it only makes sense that you're putting out the best quality content, the highest converting stuff possible in front of them. After all, otherwise, just wasting your money. All right, the next reason that you want to complement your YouTube advertising with an organic YouTube strategy is to take advantage of something called ad spillage. Now, ad spillage is what happens when somebody watches one of your YouTube ads and yet they don't take action. Yet. You see, one of the most beautiful things of using YouTube advertising is that you only pay if somebody watches a certain percentage of your video or clicks on the link or clicks on the button in order to take action. But there is going to be a portion of people who are going to either click and then not take the action you want them to take, or not click but still want to do a little bit more digging and a little bit more due diligence on you and on your brand and on your business. The key with all of this is you want to make it as easy as possible for them to find what they're looking for. If they're on YouTube, which they are because they're watching a YouTube video ad, it only makes sense that you want to have a supporting YouTube organic video channel for them to go and take a look at so they can watch more of your videos, of which they're going to be doing this all for free, no cost to you. This is amazing, because if you can get somebody's attention, if you can show up in front of them with one of your video ads, whether they take action or not, and then have them go and on their own kind of free will, do some research into you, go to your channel, and then start binge watching your videos, it's essentially like getting a ton of free video ads for completely free. Pretty sure I said free like 1,000 times there, but it really is that powerful and that important. And this is one of the biggest reasons you want to take advantage of ad spillage, so you can capture it. You can get your video ad in front of somebody with a YouTube video ad that's highly targeted, and then they can do their due diligence and watch all your stuff for free. All right, last time I say free, I promise. All right, the next reason that you want to have a complementary organic YouTube strategy, essentially just our normal YouTube channels, to run alongside any kind of YouTube advertising is because having an organic channel is going to give you access to one of the most dialed in, most targeted audiences available in the entire world of direct response marketing, and that is a warm audience. Now, when it comes to direct response marketing, essentially we put people into 3 different buckets. We call cold traffic people who have no idea who you are or what you do. We call warm traffic those who know you and like you and have probably seen some of your content. And we see hot traffic your customers or your buyers, or those who are pretty close to making that final purchase decision. Unsurprisingly, the lowest cost to advertise to and the best results are going to come from that hot traffic. And the most expensive people you're going to try to reach is that cold traffic, essentially people who have no idea who you are. You've got to go out there and you've got to convince them that you're worth paying attention to. Well, the beauty of having an organic YouTube channel is it gives you access to that warm traffic and maybe even a little bit of that hot traffic by people who are subscribed to your channel and or have watched some of your YouTube videos. This is by far, without a doubt, the single most effective and most profitable audience you can run your YouTube ads to. Essentially, people who have subscribed to your channel or people who have already watched some of your videos, because now you're not going out there and just putting an offer in front of people who have no idea who you are, but rather you're putting an offer in front of people who already know who you are and are clearly interested in whatever business or niche or industry that you're operating in. This makes targeting easier, this makes it more profitable, and it also makes everything that much more effective and that much easier. In fact, this one reason alone should be enough to convince you to go out there and start an organic YouTube channel if you're not already, or be posting more consistently to it, because it's going to give you such an ideal and profitable target market that you can go and run your ads to. Not much more I can say on that one. That's kind of a slam dunk. All right, the next reason that you really want to run an organic YouTube marketing strategy alongside your YouTube ads is because one of the biggest problems with advertising in general is that when you stop paying for ads, the traffic stops too. That one sounds kind of obvious, right? Obviously, when we're running ads, we're paying money to have the platforms take our content and put it in front of our market. But people always forget that when we stop paying the money to do that, they stop showing our stuff to other people. Clearly, that's not a great thing for longevity or sustainability or consistency in generating new leads and new clients and new sales for your business. So you want to make sure that you're backing that up with an evergreen strategy, something that's going to continue to bring in new leads and new clients and new customers and new sales, day after day, week after week, month after month, and in some cases, year after year after year. This is definitely the case with my channel. My channel continues to bring in new leads and new clients and new sales for my business months and years after I've posted original videos. In fact, some of my greatest lead generators for my business come from YouTube videos I made years ago. This is why it doesn't make sense to go out there and to spend a ton of money on YouTube ads, generate a ton of leads and clients and all sorts of hype for your business, and then completely shut it off, or have nowhere for them to go and to really be able to nurture people and to show up again and again with an organic strategy, because that's what's going to enable you to grow your business sustainably without completely draining the bank. Plus, it's a whole lot of fun to see new leads and new clients and new sales roll into your business for free. Like a ton of fun. Really, really cool. And that's hard for me to say as a direct response guy who's been running ads for nearly a decade now, but it just shows you the power of having an organic strategy that complements your ads as well. So now that we've got that covered, there are a few more caveats, a few more nuances that I need to let you know. Of course, one of the single biggest things, one of the biggest ways that you're going to succeed on YouTube in general, whether we're talking about organic or whether we're talking about YouTube advertising, is making sure that you're following a systemic and strategic approach to crafting your videos and to crafting your ads so that they engage viewers, they're compelling, they're interesting to watch, and they get people to ultimately take action. This is why you can't just hop onto the platform and start to throw up a whole bunch of different content and hope something works. You need to be specific and strategic about it. The second thing is, when it comes to running an organic channel, building up that platform, there are a couple milestones that you want to hit. The first of which, of course, is your first 100 YouTube subscribers. This is largely going to come from your network and from your friends, from your family, from your colleagues, from other channels or other platforms that you have. The next milestone that you really want to try to hit, though, is that 1,000 subscriber mark. And that's why the next thing you're going to want to do is check out the video I have linked up right here on how to get your first 1,000 subscribers. So make sure to check that out now, and I'll see you in the next episode. So my goal here today is to give you the tools and strategies to make sure that all of that hard work you're putting into your YouTube videos actually pays off.